quick time check. I'm just about at 2 minutes.
And we have triple assassin and one dead mesmer and a necro midline. Triple monk backline versus what looks like was this Stonebender's build last game, right?
Similar, more similar to Basil's.
Oh right, Rit Runner. And triple assassin looks like it's not really holding up here.
And assassins are very squishy. There seem to be onslaught assassins that use daggers, but they use onslaught to attack faster and move faster.
And I think the Necro has
faster.
orders.
Die faster, yes.
There's certainly. Let's see, look at the fatalities. Looks like we only have 2 deaths. One of them's on this mesmer. I don't know where the other one was. And they're already gonna lose footies. One footy down, other footy down.
What's the mesmer? Is it illusion or dom? Dom, it looks like.
Yeah.
Diversion coming out.
And that's interesting. Onslaught assassins.
Reminds me a lot of the sort of escape ranger assassins with the mesmer necron that we saw. Was it a year ago?
Are they using daggers or scythe?
They're using daggers. Onslaught is basically just a flash enchantment now, so they're able to use it quite effectively. But, I mean, they're like the Escape Ranger Assassins, but they lack the survivability of the Escape Ranger Assassin.
Which is why they die. Exactly.
For sure.
They certainly do. And we have a split going across teleporters. We have number 2 Assassin Dervish. I think he's got a bit of a identity crisis. He's like, I'm an assassin. No, you're a flag stand DPS guy. And he's gonna get collapsed on by this Necro who trips his enchantment.
He's getting support.
Looks like we're gonna see a little 2v... what? 2v3? 4?
The problem is all 3 of their healers are in their base, and they're taking degen that's not going to come off them until... well, it'll come off them when they're a corpse.
Okay, so we... 3 assassins and a mesmer leave the base with no support. This guy's just gonna bleed out.
Pretty much.
And he's... yeah, there he goes. Eats 1 damage. He gets spiked down from 1 health to 0.
And they're dying in the base. Like, this is just a bad situation.
They're losing both sides of the map, which means their split was probably not a good split.
Well,
their
they
build
have
is
3
just that
assassins
bad.
and a mesmer. No support bodyguard down. They're not even going to bother with this archer. Just get straight in. Guild Lord at around 4 minutes 50 seconds. Definitely lots of time. Monks are still up though. They're just ignoring the monks. They're just like, eh, screw the monks. Let's just kill the Guild Lord.
This mesmer's so low. Oh man.
Somebody breathe up.
Hang on. Okay, forget it. It's not up. Just bring 1. Mesmer just sort of AFK in the back line, or back door, and sort of staring down this ranger, who stares him down back.
Oh, we sigged the
pin
down to escape.
And runs into the base.
That was pretty well played.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
I ate that one though. But he's pretty much safe at this point. They
well,
do have
is he? I
orders.
mean, the
Might
base
die.
is melting around him, so he's not necessarily safe. Where's this dead assassin? He's all the way out here. Oh, that's the one that died a long time ago.
Yeah,
Did he
he's
die
the guy
right
with blood
after
out.
4 or something.
The other ones were actually able to make it back.
That's
Impressively.
Test of faith? Wow, this is a very unorthodox sort of build. And these monks just under a ton of pressure. They're not even gonna... guess they're not gonna bother with this one, are just planking.
My big problem with this PP build is outside the assassins, they're not doing anything. Like their midline is kind of trying to shut down the monks, and then they have an orders guy, but these assassins are just, they're not very effective, and they're supposed to be basically carrying the offensive load with just these 3 people.
Right. So, what would motivate a guild to play something this different
Well,
when a given build is definitely proven to be very good and it's working perfectly fine. What did they hope to accomplish? Because it seems like this build is just the Dervish build with Assassin. So it's not like they're approaching the game any differently. They're just using a different character. I don't really see this as a different build, quite honestly.
I think it's a misconception on their part of how effective a certain different template would be. They obviously believed in this kind of onslaught assassin enough to bring 3 of them, and they believed that the new WoW factor on the other team and the fact that they believe that these guys are really effective is going to carry them, but their assassins just dying at this point. Like, they're just dying to the linebacking because they're assassins.
Right, and the Mesmer at this point is just way too low to use Flash to get these assassins effective heal monk down.
They're all really...
Everyone simultaneously wipe. Everyone melt.
Right before time.
Team Strike in 3, 2... You gotta wonder if they're gonna be able to get this Guild Lord. No, only one guy. And monks getting pressured right after time. Okay, actually, I'm getting a comment from one of the players saying, I see that you're obsing us. We tried that build just a couple of times, and AFK got EDA and Dust Cloak versus us. Oh, AFK's the other team. So they're countered by Ebon Dust Aura and Dust Cloak, but that's a common thing. So...
Yeah, I don't really buy that as the reason they lost when that's like saying they brought a Beast Surger and we couldn't handle the blind.
Well, I might be reading it wrong. The text precisely reads as thus. I see that you're obsing us. We tried that build just a couple of times, and AFK got EDA and Dust Cloak versus us, sad face. So I'm not sure if that means that the counter build to these assassins is the Ebon Dust Aura Dervish or not.